What's going on, guys? It's your boy Coach Anthony. Basically I was going through my premium online digital download courses that I sell on my website, www.coachanthonyboxing.com. And I was looking at the Philly shell system, and I was saying to myself, man, I never put a teaser out on the Philly shell. I've talked so much about the Philly shell. So this is actually the first 10 minutes of the instructional. The instructional is actually an hour. In an hour, we cover so much. It's absolutely phenomenal. I've gotten so many great reviews and emails and people thanking me for, making this. And I just wanted to go ahead and share the first 10 minutes with you guys. It's a really good introduction to this Philly shell system. So, I just wanted to go ahead and put it out. I haven't been putting out a lot of content. So I had to go through some of my stuff and see what I could put out to give you guys. But honestly, man, this is a fantastic digital download. And if you haven't purchased it, I highly recommend you do. And I highly recommend you look at all of my courses. If you haven't purchased it right now, if you get them all, there's a special discount for you guys. So don't hesitate, man. Go ahead, check it out, and let me know how you guys like it in the comments.
Congratulations, guys. You guys made a good decision. You guys purchased the Philly shell system, something that I spent a lot of time thinking about and a lot of thought into this video. I got none other than Fast Eddie Chambers, world-class professional fighter, to be my demonstrating partner, somebody who does the Philly shell exceptional. He's an excellent defensive boxer. And this is for anybody who wants to learn the Philly shell. And if you're naturally a defensive fighter, the concepts and the thought process of this defense is second to none. I mean, hands down, probably the best concepts for defense out of any other defensive style in boxing. The only drawback with it, I would say, is it's not for everybody. And it's not for somebody with no reflexes, somebody who's inexperienced. This is definitely for the experienced fighter. This is definitely for the experienced trainer who wants to teach it to their fighter. And this takes years of dedication to really master. So please don't think that once you purchase this DVD and you watch this DVD once, now you're a Philly shell master and you're getting knocked out and then you're sending me emails pissed off, okay? You need to really practice this. This is something that you have to take serious. Boxing's a serious sport. You don't play boxing. So please, as a disclaimer, take that into account as you're learning this. We're gonna go ahead and talk about everything. We're gonna start with the stance. Day one in the gym, learning the Philly shell. So we got Fast Eddie Chambers here. We're gonna go ahead and face the camera a little bit so they can go ahead and see it. But as you can see, his stance, go ahead, right in his stance, right there. Now, very important here, okay? His hand is on the right side of his cheek. There was a time I made a video where I said you should keep it under. More thought, I really believe it should be on the right side of his cheek, okay? Because the hook is a more dangerous shot than the jab, okay? That's just my thought, but we're gonna get into that, okay? From right here, right, if he wants to block my jab, just like you would block a jab in a traditional boxing stance. He uses his right hand, he catches it like a catcher's mitt. So I throw the jab, boom, okay? Now, the lead shoulder plays as the lead glove, okay? So he's gonna go ahead, if I throw a right hand, he's gonna raise his shoulder and lean back slightly. You're twisting the waist also, so he'll go ahead and he'll turn that shoulder, okay? Let's go ahead and get it from another look right here. If I throw that right hand at him, he twists that shoulder, okay? So that's how he blocks the right hand, okay? Now, from that same stance, his hand's already here, he can block the hook. Okay, so if I throw the hook upstairs, he goes ahead, he blocks that hook. Okay? So we got the upper part of the body covered. Now we got the body, okay? If I throw the body shot, trying to hit him with a left hook to the body, his elbow's already there naturally, right? So all he has to do is slightly lean over, bend his back knee slightly, boom, he blocks the body shot. Now this is the tricky part where people may get confused with. I'm gonna put my mitt on for this because you hurt your hand, man, in this situation. But he's in his stance, and if you're in a traditional boxing stance, all right, so get in your traditional boxing stance, if I throw the right hook to the body, he's gonna have to slightly bend his knees, right, and catch that shot right there on his elbow. But from a Philly shell, he doesn't have to do anything. That's what makes this beautiful. I throw that shot, elbow's already there. So look, I go ahead and I throw the body shot on this side, I throw it on this side, look at that. I put some steam on it. If anything, I'm gonna hurt my hand on his elbow. It's not a shot that you want to land on somebody's elbow, especially with them small gloves on, okay? So the elbow's already there. Another beautiful thing about that, if he gets into his traditional, I'm going into, so you guys can have an idea on why I like the Philly shove. If he's in a traditional boxing stance and I throw a jab to his body, he's gonna have to block the jab with his right elbow and slightly tuck in like this, right? Now get into the Philly shove. This right here is already covering that. So right now, I throw a jab to his body, and that's already there. That's already there. Now, traditional stance again. I throw the right hand to his body. He's got to block it with the lead arm, elbow, boom. Philly shove. See that bar? That bar is already there. It does both. All right. It blocks the jab to the body, and it blocks the right hand to the body. Right. Now, there's a little hole here. Let me show it to you. Face that. All right. There's a little hole here that maybe somebody might want to punch at your chest or something. All he has to do is close that up. So I throw it nice and closed up. Look at that. I can't get nothing through. Can't get nothing through. Nothing through. That's already there. All right. So the Philly shove covers everything. It really covers everything from a defensive standpoint when it comes to blocking. Okay. Another thing about the Philly shove on the stance, you're really standing on an angle, and you're putting a lot of weight on your back leg. It's a defensive style. I made a video on YouTube called Positions, where I talk about the different positions in boxing. And when you see somebody in a Philly shove defense, Philly shove defense really puts you in a defensive mind state, because that is really for the defensive fighter who's slick, who knows how to operate from this position. So he got a lot of weight on his back leg, okay? And he's just in a position now where he's very angled. He's not very squared up. A lot of times you got these guys who are very aggressive, or they're looking to knock you out, but they kind of show it in their demeanor. They stand a little bit more squared up. The guy who stands in the Philly shove position in the angle, most likely is a very intelligent boxer and is more cerebral and is more thinking about his moves, a little bit more calculated from a defensive standpoint. Okay, so that covers right there all the basic stuff as far as the blocking of the stance goes. Now, in a traditional boxing stance, hands up, you slip a jab. Traditionally, you slip to your right. I mean, you can slip both ways, but traditionally, you slip to your right. And if I throw a straight right hand from a traditional stance, hands up, right, he's going to slip to his left over his lead leg, right? And if I throw a left hook, he's in position to roll. And if I throw a right hook, he's in position to roll. These are all basics that you learn first day in the gym, okay? If you don't know that, I expect you to if you're watching the Philly shove video. But if not, we're going to have a whole beginner boxing from the beginning, from your first day in the gym to building you up. That program is going to be out very soon as well, okay? But anyway, so now we're in the Philly shove, okay? He still slips the jab the same way, okay? And he can slip a right hand the same way that you do traditionally over his lead side. You can do that, okay? But 9 times out of 10, you're going to shoulder roll the right hand if you're already standing in that position. So if I go ahead and throw that right hand, he can go ahead and shoulder roll it, okay? He can roll his hooks the same way. Roll, 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 just like you would in a traditional stance, okay? Now, what I like about the Philly shove also is it really keeps you defensively thinking good fundamentals, okay? And when I say good fundamentals, I mean this. So we go ahead and we get in our boxing stance, traditional boxing stance, stuff you learn in the gym. You learn to slip a jab, you learn to slip a right hand. The old timers will call that a tick-tock motion, because you're tick-tock, moving left and right, okay? Now, in a Philly shove position, when you're standing in that angle and you slip this way, it's really unnatural to want to slip back over. From right here, you'll just want to roll under. You see what I'm saying? So we'll do that one more time. I throw that jab. As I throw the right hand, you roll under. If I throw the hook, you roll under. A good boxer who's good at the Philly shove is not going to cross the line very much, because he knows he can easily deflect the right hand with the shoulder. And if he already slipped on this side, he can easily just bob under the hook, and he's in a good position. Then, you know, we have other stuff that you can do from there. But this is the very beginning stages of the Philly shell. So we got the blocking of the jab. You got the right hand you can block with the shoulder. The hook blocks the body. The elbow's already there for the right hook. He blocks the jab to the body. Jab to the body. Blocks the jab to the head. Blocks the hook upstairs. Shoulder roll right here. Here. He slips the jab. He bobs under the right hand. He comes back around. And there's more stuff that you can do. But that's part one. We'll bring you into part two right now. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're just going to cover little drills that you can do with your partner. As you can see, I put gloves on. And when you're doing drills with your partner, really good training tool for people out there who are just learning how to box. You guys can actually follow along and do all of these combinations with Eddie, or you can pick the ones that you're able to do and just focus on those until you get better. And for even some of you advanced guys, because I know how it is, sometimes you just lose ideas. I don't know what other combinations to throw. I did my basic combinations, what else do I throw? So we went ahead and put some thought into how we can go ahead and give you as much variety as possible. And now we're gonna finish with the hook upstairs. These body head combinations are crucial because if you want to land your body shots, you have to get your opponent distracted by throwing a head shot. And that's it, guys. So this is gonna be really, really good.